Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit of everything. We're talking about beauty habits and routines, things I've been doing for about the past 6 months. I would like to do a video like this quarterly or bi-yearly. I feel like these are the type of things that you can't really speak to unless you've got some ground under your feet, you've gone the distance a little bit. These are the type of things that compound. They get better with time, they get better the more you use them, the more you do them, and the longer you use them and do them. Again, quarterly, bi-yearly, just depends on what I have. I wanted to go ahead and punctuate 2024, or at least mid 2024, by making this video, and hopefully you guys will see another version of this video from me in the next few months. This video is sponsored by iRestore Laser. We will talk about them shortly, but there are a lot of fun things in this video: devices, skincare, sunscreen, body care, tools, supplements, you name it. We're getting into it today, so let's just get started. I want to talk first about the big thing I did that I feel like I can't say for sure that had I not done this, I would not have any of the results I'm going to speak about today. But I'm pretty sure had I not done this, the results would have maybe taken a lot longer to see and would have been a lot harder to achieve. So what am I talking about? Back in February, I had a CO2 laser treatment done by my girl, Teresa Grubbs. I'll leave her down below, at Bella Med Spa here in Tennessee. I have been working with Bella and getting treatments done there for a year. I mean, they hadn't seen hide nor hair of me in like 2 years until I showed up the other day. Not the other day, a few months ago. Yeah, I just hadn't had the opportunity to get anything done for such a long time. And when I reached out and asked, like, hey, these are the things I'm experiencing, I want to see some better results on my skin, what do you recommend? They talked to me about a couple lasers and said that the CO2 was like the big daddy laser they had, and I was like, throw it in the bag, let's do it. This treatment was no joke at all. In fact, I knew going into it there was a chance it was going to get a little rowdy, and it did. It definitely did. I'm going to talk a little bit about the actual treatment, the process. I can't speak very well to exactly how this works. I will leave some information down below. I don't really want to get into like a science lesson, but I will just tell you what my experience was. Essentially with a CO2, you are lasering the top layer of your face completely off. I knew from my research that this is a pretty serious thing to do in terms of the pain level, the recovery, the downtime. It's not one of those things you could do at lunch and then go back to work after your break is over. You really want to carve out at least, I would say, 3 days. You will still look fairly mutant-like after 3 days, but you could probably roll with it depending on where you work. I needed a good week to kind of fully recover from this. I had it done, I think, on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and it took pretty much that entire first week for things to finally go back to normal, but I really didn't even feel comfortable wearing makeup again for maybe 4 or 5 days after that. I just wanted to let my skin breathe and heal and recover. So I went in and had this treatment done. You basically lay down, they take this freaking laser and they just make these tiny little marks all over your face. I did my face and my neck. Next I want to go for my chest, and I definitely want to do the treatment again. Spoiler alert, totally worth it. It changed my skin, and it changed it fast. It's still changing it. In fact, it's going to be probably until about September until I see the full benefits of this treatment, which is why I was waiting so long to talk about it. But what I'm seeing now, 4 months into this process, I'm so happy with. My texture is so much more refined. The fine lines and wrinkles are far less noticeable. My pores are tighter. The CO2 does really well with hyperpigmentation that's brown. So if you have sun damage or freckling, it will get rid of it. Most of my pigmentation is red because that's how I scar. So I'm probably gonna have to try something else like a V-beam to deal with redness, but even still, it did help with the tone and clarity of my skin in such an epic way. And I truly believe that the laser treatment compounded with the things I used to heal my skin, which was a lot of growth factors. I used Calcium, their professional serum, and then I also used the plated exosome growth factor, stem factor kind of serum. If I do this again, I will probably just do the Calcium serum. It worked really, really well. Plated is an exceptional brand with incredible technology behind it, but I just can't afford it, my dude. It was like $300 for this one little vial that I think I used in like a week or two. It was just gone. I think those things supercharged my results. It really allowed my skin to recover. And I mean, I don't know the difference between using those type of treatments versus not, so I can't tell you officially, like, had I not used these growth factors during the healing process, my skin wouldn't have looked as good. I don't know. What I do know is a lot of those type of like for example, the Callus and Professional Serum, that's what it's for. It's to help speed up the healing of your skin. And your skin at that point is very, very damaged. That's part of why you're doing that. You're inducing wounding. Same thing with like microneedling. You're causing a wound, which it causes your collagen production to go into overdrive and kind of centrally locate on the area where the wound is, which helps with your skin looking plump and bouncy. I think if you throw stim factors into that, when your skin is basically an open wound, it's actually able to penetrate deeper into the dermis. And again, using stim factors by themselves will do so much for your skin. So I think a combination of those two things are really what pushed my skin over the edge. I also went back and got Botox for the first time since 2021. I'm not even kidding. Up until this year, I had not had Botox in 3 years. These things are like big daddy things you can do. I'm not a big proponent of just needless medical intervention when it comes to aesthetics. Like my daughter just turned 18, and if she came to me and said she wants to get Botox or filler anytime soon, we'd have to have a very serious conversation, because I just don't know why you would spend your money on this right now. Like once you get to the point where, not that you have to, but where you feel you need it a little more, like wait for that time, because that's when you'll actually really appreciate the benefits of it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you've been on the fence about medical intervention, be it injectables, lasers, whatever, let this be an invitation for you to maybe put one of them on the calendar for you this year. Just see, maybe something smaller. I don't necessarily think you need to go straight for the CO2. Maybe try like a PRP facial. I don't know. But when I have done in-office treatments like the CO2, like PRP, it does change your skin, and it changes it so much. Now, what you do after you have the treatment is very important. You have to protect your results. You need to feed your skin appropriately, or you'll lose the benefits that the treatment offered you. I just wanted to get that out of the way, because as I talk about many other things I've been doing, I just want to be 1000% transparent. I truly believe the CO2 got me started on the right foot, but had I not done everything else I'm talking about today, I can't say that I would be as happy with my skin as I am right now. So let's talk about hair for a second, because you can probably tell I chopped it all off. My hair was down to darn near down to my elbows, and that was my dream, was to get it that long. I'd never grown it that long and healthy before in my life. And after I had my son, my hair was still thick and long and healthy, and it was in such a good place. And then 2 things seem to have happened at the exact same time, and it's kind of harshing my mellow, frankly. First thing that went wrong was, again, my hair had gotten long and thick and luxurious, and I wasn't wearing extensions, and people were asking me like, are those hair extensions? But it was my hair, and I was so excited about it. There was a good 2.5 to 3 week period, it was right around the time my daughter graduated, where I was washing and drying and curling my hair almost every day. Not the wash necessarily, but still washing way more frequently than I used to. It was kind of like I had gotten this thing that I had always wanted, which is thick, long hair. And I was like trying to, feel my oats and do all the things. And I did some really horrible damage to my hair at that time. I learned so many lessons. And the first thing I think I did wrong was I was using way too many texturizing products. I was using thickening shampoos and conditioners in the shower. Then I was putting thickening and texturizing heat protectant on, and then putting a thickening texturizing spray on to kind of set my hair. It was just drying it out. Unbeknownst to me, I had never really considered that you can overdo it on those products to the degree that it will mess your hair up. So I'm using heat protectant in this time. I'm using oil on my hair at this time, but it was clearly not enough, because I will never forget the fact that I did not register these things as like symptomatic of each other is so embarrassing. I remember blow drying my hair a few weeks ago, and I looked at my vanity table and there was hair all over it, but it was short hair. It was like this long. And I was like, that's weird. Turns out that was my hair just breaking off. And you guys, I have bleached my hair many times in my life. I've done some stuff to my hair, but I never got that kind of fried, broken, like your hair's all different lengths thing happening until I did this. Like I ruined my hair. At the same time, I believe the postpartum hair loss thing took over. So I just know that for a while I was like, oh my God, my hair is amazing, I'm so excited. And then it wasn't. I'm talking like I was on the phone with my girl Tori, like, when can you get me in? You could probably also tell my roots are like red. My hair in general looks red right now. She thinks, rightfully so, that it's because I tried to color it by myself. I wasn't even doing anything crazy. I just like to keep a nice cool brown on it. But I've clearly overprocessed it. That's why I have hot roots. And that's why part of the other reason why my hair broke off. Like I just messed it up. Like I was so close. I fumbled the bag so hard, so close to the hair of my dreams, and I just ruined it. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you are doing your hair regularly, using a lot of texturizing and thickening products, apparently that stuff can ruin your hair. So be so sparing with it. Thankfully, my good friends at iRestore Laser reached out to me at around the time all of this was going on. And we are collaborating on today's video, which gives me an opportunity to talk to you about the product that they sent me. The good news is the iRestore Elite device will totally transform your hair in as little as 90 days. And as an impatient little person, that is news and music to my ears. Because like I said, I literally just went from having the best hair I've ever had to completely destroying it. So 12 minutes a day, which is all this extremely easy device takes to use, for 90 days to potentially see some of that progress I had made come back, that's a pretty easy sell for me personally. So as with all things in life, sunscreen, skincare, it's about consistency. So you do have to use beauty devices consistently. The good news is, again, this one's so easy to use that I just can't see a world where I cannot get these results. And like I said, in 90 days, please, I'm trying to get it back. I'm gonna take this guy off for the rest of the video. So like I said, I personally have had issues lately with breakage, thinning, and it's not even the first time. My hair fell out back in 2021 after COVID and after some stress things were going on. No, it was 2022. COVID and some stress related issues caused my hair to fall out of my head. Then I got it back to full glorious position that I wanted it to be in, and now I'm right back here. But all I'm trying to say is essentially back in 2022 when my hair fell out the first time, I was creeping on this device. I saw Dr. Dre talk about it. Side note, does anybody ever make Dr. Dre jokes about Dr. Dre? Like Dr. D-R-A Dre and or Dr. Dre. They forgot about Dre. There's gotta be a joke there. Anyway, only system to combine lasers and red LEDs to completely treat your scalp. And because of the way it's designed with the LEDs and the laser technology, that is how they are able to guarantee the results that they are able to in such a quick amount of time. Because the light is evenly distributed. That way it can actually reach and regrow your hair. So the difference between lasers and LEDs are basically that lasers provide spot stimulation and LEDs actually provide broader uniform coverage, which fills in the gaps between the lasers. This is clinically tested. There are clinical results. It's actually proven to increase your hair density and thickness by 43%, and 100% of the people who were tested in that clinical trial reported that they did grow hair in that 4-month period. So low light therapy is actually really good also for metabolism boosting. It's great for knocking out inflammation, and it's also really good for improving blood flow. These are all crucial things that will help support your hair goals. Also, it's FDA cleared. It's a great drug-free way to grow your hair. Last time I went through this, I tried hair serums, I took supplements. It was kind of a pain. I'm really glad just to be able to pop this on my head for 12 minutes a day and get the results that I'm looking for. It has 500 medical grade lasers and LEDs, and it is literally the most powerful at-home device on the market. So if you're ready to address your hair health from within, then now is a great time to test out the iRestore Elite for yourself. Right now, if you guys are interested in trying this out, my code will save you $625 off of the iRestore Elite. I literally don't think I've ever had a code that saved anybody this much money. This is such a deal. The iRestore Elite comes with a 12-month money-back guarantee, a whole year money-back guarantee on this guy. Again, thank you so much, iRestore. You guys will have to stay tuned for the next little roundup video like this I'm gonna do talking about beauty habits and things I've been doing so that you guys can see the full results, but I can't wait. These 90 days cannot go by fast enough. All right, let's talk skincare. After I had my laser treatment done, I bought a lot of medical grade skincare. I tend to do that. I will go really, really high end with stuff, and then I will start to kind of test around for less expensive things, find alternatives, but I really need to know what the standard is for something or what is being touted as the most effective version of anything before I can really compare it successfully to less affordable options. All that being said, I spent a grip on skincare back in February. All of it medical grade, all of it $100 plus. Some of it was good. Like I talked to you guys in a video not too long ago about loving the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid and the SkinCeuticals AGEI cream. I loved that stuff, but a lot of the stuff I bought, the medical grade stuff, it was okay. I had no problems with it, but for the amount of money it costs, I just really wasn't that blown away by it. There are 2 exceptions though, and I want to share them with you. This is the Truology Advanced Retinol with an A, Retinol serum, and the Truology C Boost Intense Defense Serum. I get all my medical grade skincare from skintruths.com. I always enjoy the shopping experience. Everything I've ever tried that's medical grade does work, but there's just stuff that stands out more than others that really feel worth the price point because it is very expensive. And these are actually Brianna Stanko. I never know if I'm saying that correctly, girl. I'm so sorry. This is her line. She created her own skincare line within her skintruths.com business, where she's been selling tons of other people's products and working with the creators and learning about labs and learning about ingredient formulation. Like, she has had her ear to the ground and studying this stuff for years. So it's incredibly smart of her to launch her own product line. And again, it's called Truology. If you cannot tolerate tretinoin, which my skin went through a lot in the past couple years, like it was bad. I think I destroyed my skin barrier with tretinoin and other aggressive things. And then also back in 2022, I always get this confused, 2022, I got on a mental health medication that destroyed my skin. I'm talking, I had breakouts like on my neck, which is impossible for the most part to do. Like, I couldn't even believe it happened. But I had breakouts on my neck, like they would not go away. And once I got the medication, my skin did clear up, but I was left with really acne marked skin, tons of scars. And I was too scared to go back on something like tretinoin because I know I ruined my skin barrier with it. It was just too fried and damaged. It was just too sensitive, and I had a lot of issues with it. Tret has great marketing, great results for some people, and they always say, like, if you can't deal with it, just push through. But I think Brianna has changed that for me. I don't know if I will ever use anything ever again besides a retinol, because there is a difference. You have retinol, you have retin-A or tretinoin. I think tretinoin is a different type of retin-A. And then you have retinol, which is retinaldehyde. It's much more gentle. I completely finished this, so I can tell you guys 100%. This did not irritate me at all. I literally could use it every single day. And that's also using some other exfoliating things. Like, my skin did not get sensitive, but I got all the benefits of using retinol, because of her formula. It has the retinaldehyde. It has the retinaldehyde, it has peptides and antioxidants in here. This is just a one-stop shop for your nighttime skincare routine. She also has the C Boost. This is the Intense Defense Serum. It's got the THD, which is tetrahexyl dexyl ascorbate, I can never say it, plus 15 other antioxidants. If, again, you feel that your skin cannot handle something like L-ascorbic acid, which is another type of vitamin C, try this type of vitamin C, the THD. It's so good. It's not sensitizing at all. You will see those brightening effects that come along with using this as your vitamin C. I'm telling you, if you do nothing else medical grade skincare wise, I would look at medical grade for your growth factors, your A and your C. If you can swing it, at the very least your C or your A. I don't know. I will repurchase these. Brianna, I am so proud of you. You totally crushed this, girl. I've been shopping from you forever. So you know I've tried a lot of stuff in your store. This is so beautiful. Congratulations. She is launching more things in the line as we speak. Just want to share the love, spread the good news. I hope you guys check it out. I know I mentioned this in a recent video, but it bears repeating. These are the Is Clinical Active Peels. I'm trying to tell you, I know everybody loves like the Dr. Dennis Gross. I mean, there's tons of peel pad systems on the market now. I've tried a few of them and they're okay. You know, I've never met one that was just objectively bad. And I've also never met one that is objectively good like this. Just to the degree that every time you use it, I promise you the next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have glass skin. Every single time. My friend was DMing me on Instagram the other day, asking me about another device I'm gonna tell you about in a minute. And she was like, does that device really work? And I was like, yes, girl, it's amazing. but also you need to look into these. She said she hadn't tried them. I hope she did, Lauren, if you're watching this. This is just especially like these two together, maybe not the same night depending on your sensitivities, although this is so gentle, you could probably very well do it, but I'm in the babying my skin stage of life, so I tend to rotate this kind of vibe. I use this every night before I film. I use this every time I want to look nice the next, because you just have to try it. There's something in here that is actual magic. Let's talk about sunscreens. I am testing so many sunscreens right now. I'm testing skin tints, I'm testing spray sunscreens, I'm testing body sunscreens, I'm testing makeup setting sunscreens, like you name it, I'm testing it, because when I'm fair like this, I am just asking for the sun to sensitize me. Plus, like when you're fair like this, you get red and ruddy really easy. So I'm not playing around with sunscreen. I wanted to share with you guys some of my current favorites. This is the Vacation SPF Baby Oil. I have several of these Vacation products. I have the Chardonnay oil. I have the regular Vacation body spray. I have the spray that goes over your makeup. Like, I've been testing this brand and I love everything about it. I think they did such a good job with their marketing, this kind of vintage, late 80s, early 90s kind of vibe. Even this, down to the fact that this is like a baby oil inspired sunscreen. Like, it's not an oil, it's not a tanning oil, it is SPF. This, I told you guys in this video recently, my mom used to, like, she was about that baby oil and iodine. She would put it in there and go lay on the trampoline. Like, she was not messing around. So this is so, it's nostalgic. Like I said, the whole brand did such a good job with that you kind of get caught up in it, and I don't know, I love this stuff. For my face, and I did this mostly when I was pregnant, because when you're pregnant, you can only use mineral sunscreens. I was, and still am, frankly, obsessed with the Elta MD UV Clear 46. I have so many of these empties running around my house. I have some in my car, not empties, I have sunscreen in my car, I have it in my purse, I have it everywhere. This is just my favorite one, honestly. It is glowy, it's hydrating, it doesn't sting your eyes. The glow that it gives you actually makes your skin look really fresh and healthy, to the degree that it could easily be a makeup primer. If you've never tried Elta MD sunscreens, you are missing out. I'm not saying there's nothing on the market that's a little more affordable than this that probably works really well. I'm just saying treat yourself once in a while and try this one. This is the Numbuzin Clear Filter Sun Essence. This is a chemical sunscreen, but it is another one of those that goes on like a dream, looks beautiful under makeup, makes your skin look fresh and glowy. It has centella in it as well if you're someone who is prone to redness and irritation. Numbuzin as a line is impeccable. I was actually slated to work with them. I think it was like this time last year, if not more recent. I can't really remember. It all got lost on me. Life just got too hectic and that did not happen, unfortunately. But what I can tell you is that I will still talk about this brand all the time. If you've never tried Numbuzin, you need to try it. They have such a beautiful line, and they have so many different formulations and targeted treatments within the line. But the sunscreen, if you try nothing else, you will love this sunscreen. Two more and then we'll move on. This is the Kopari Rose Gold, something about the O's, never want to come out of my mouth. Rose Gold Sun Shield SPF 45. I actually bought this for my daughter and she didn't use it, so I took it from her. But essentially what it is just a really beautiful, oh, it smells so good. It's like a really beautiful glowy body oil that has SPF 45. And if you need like a way or a system to kind of help you remember to apply your body SPF, you guys, don't forget your body, like even your neck. Don't forget your neck. Make sure you are doing all of the things, because you don't want your face to look 27 and your body to look 87. You just kind of want things to look like they're sort of aging at roughly the same pace. And this, sorry, my phone's going off. This particular body sunscreen for like running around, or if you're wearing like a sundress and your shoulders are showing, it's just gonna make you look really dewy and glowy and hydrated. It smells nice, and it's going to protect you. You do have a tiny bit of that sunscreen smell, which I don't know, y'all. I actually kind of like that smell, like how the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc kind of smells like sunscreen, like the beach. I like that. Anyway, I do really like this. In terms of kind of the more glamorous, sexy types of sunscreens, this is what I am enjoying. This is the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer. I also have, I don't know where it is, and I don't feel like getting up to get it. I also have the under eye treatment, which apparently is a good dupe for the Color Science under eye SPF. This and the Color Science SPF together is the best no makeup day of your life. Like, this has just enough of a tint to it to even things out. But even when I'm fair, I can use it. When I'm tan, I can use it. And it just makes your skin look really radiant and glowy. And then you put that under eye treatment, which it says it's like light in terms of coverage. I disagree. It's like a full-blown concealer. You're gonna get so much sun protection from those things. Like, I'm on a sunscreen hunt these days. You cannot give me enough sunscreen. I'm obsessed. But if you guys have never tried this one, highly recommend it. I am all in on body care these days. And I went through a period about 2 years ago where I was more into the experience of body care. Like, I was obsessed with L'Occitane, for example, and I still love those lines. They're beautiful. And I'm not trying to say they don't work. It's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is I'm obsessed with Naturium body care because I love how easy it is to identify the benefits that their products are offering for your body. Again, like, the skin on your body is different than your face. It's much thicker, but it still is skin that we need to take care of, that we want to age as well as we can. So that being said, let me talk to you about a couple things. This is the glycolic acid body wash from Naturium. All of their body products, with the exception of the Glow body butter we'll talk about in a minute, are unscented. This is great. I have been using this one as well as the Mandelic one kind of interchangeably. The Mandelic acid one's more like a everyday clean, just get your body really clean with a light exfoliation. Glycolic obviously cleans you as well, in this formula at least, but it actually will, like, for example, when I wanted to get sunless tanner off of me recently, when I was like, okay, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, I just used this for a couple days and it really helps speed up the process. It's just so nice. And then when I take a shower, I wash my body twice. I usually do something like the Mandelic or the Dr. Bronner's Peppermint to clean, and then I'll go in with something that's more hydrating. So something like the Booster Hyaluronic Acid Wash, or obviously I love this one, the Glow Oil from Naturium. Either one, it does not matter. I'm just trying to even out the skin on my body as much as I can. I do have sun damage on my chest and on my arms that's driving me crazy. I might CO2 those some bitches, you never know. But taking extra special care of my body skin, I am noticing a difference. Like, I feel like I have some of the softest skin you've ever touched in your life, and it's because I've been so diligent with these types of products, and these actually work. It's not like Dove where it has all these claims, but really you just buy it because it smells nice and because it's everywhere. This will actually improve the quality of your body skin. It's a weird thing to say, your body skin. I also have the Retinol body lotion, and like I said, the Glow Getter body oil, multi-oil body butter. They did just launch a body oil for the Glow Getter line, and I'm absolutely gonna pick it up. Yeah, this one has a slight scent to it, like a little something, but it's not crazy. The Retinol body lotion is ideal for me because I just had a baby. Well, I didn't. I keep saying I just had a baby. He turned a year today. If you have stretch marks, like I definitely do now, it's not to say that this is going to remove them completely, but smoothing your skin out and using acids like glycolic or lactic acids, retinol, whatever, can help soften the appearance of them over time. It's, again, pretty much everything in this video is about consistency. Same thing with something like this. So I have just been going all in on the body skin. And I know I told you guys in one of my more recent favorite videos that if you really want to take it up a notch, get you the Skinny Confidential body brush. This is the most gentle yet effective body brush I've ever owned, and I've had several. And I guess I didn't know this until recently, these bristles are designed not to mold. So you can keep this in your shower and not worry about it getting disgusting. But if you're feeling extra froggy, check out the Le Spoon from the Skinny Confidential. I am not sponsored or paid off to talk about this in any way with this body care stuff, I promise. This is like gua sha for your body. And again, I just want a baby. So there's some lymphatic drainage issues because I had to have a C-section. So particularly areas where you've had surgery, there can be a lymph buildup. In general, we should all be trying to flush and get our lymphatic system moving as much as we can. And this is an awesome way. Actually, both of these are an amazing way to do so. And the benefits is this will make your skin wicked soft, and this will make you look a little bit more snatched. And like I said, get that blood flow going. These are just beautiful products. You guys might hear my baby. He's like screaming. He thinks it's funny just to go, ah! You might hear him. This is the Omnilux Contour LED mask. When I told you my friend wrote me and asked if a device I was using worked, this is what she was asking about. Following me on Instagram, you've seen this 1,000 times, but ever since I had my CO2 treatment done, I really upped how many times I use this a week to 5 to 6 times. That's when I'm starting to see the difference. I've always noticed a difference in these, but when you start using these things more consistently, similar to like the iRestore Elite, this is where you see the benefits of that. And it really is a time and consistency issue. You have to dedicate yourself to your devices or they will not work. I mean, it's true even with your skincare. You have to be consistent. But as far as like, I told you, everything in this video is things that I feel are making a huge difference. Like I feel like I aged backwards by about 5 years through everything I've been using. And I truly believe red LED, particularly from Omnilux, for my face and my neck is what is part of what's doing that for me. It's just, I cannot recommend this enough. I want to talk about supplements. I've been taking the Armor Colostrum for months. I talked about it in a video not too long ago. And then I started taking the Akasha Superfood Sea Moss. This is the gel. Prior to that, I was taking the gummies. Their gummies are so delicious. They taste like Scooby snacks. It's amazing. I swear the combination of this plus bone broth every day is part of how my hair, prior to me completely snapping it off, got so long and thick. I really do believe that because my brows and my lashes are a lot better than they used to be, particularly my brows. Like, I've never had much by way of brow, but I'm starting to get a little something going there. And I know, it's a combination of these 3 things. This is the Chroma Wellness 24 Karat bone broth. I've talked about it before. In fact, I've talked about both of these, the colostrum and the bone broth. I think the sea moss gel is the first like new thing I'm introducing in my little supplement routine. Sea moss is just completely chock full of minerals, and most people are mineral deficient. That's why you're seeing so much talk about magnesium. It's also a mineral that a lot of people are deficient in, but sea moss just has tons of them. Plus it makes you really glowy. In terms of supplements, outside of taking like a regular multivitamin, I take a fiber pill. Oh, it's really hot and sexy, right? These are like the beauty supplements. These are my jam right now. I like the bone broth for the collagen benefits of it, but I am going to start taking hydrolyzed collagen more frequently outside of just the bone broth because Penn Smith Skincare released a video today that inspired me to do so. I'll link it down below. If you can't find a bone broth that doesn't taste like crap, try the Chroma Wellness one. It's really nice. This is the Pyeongkang Yule Black Tea Revitalizing Mask Pack. I love sheet masks, you guys. That thing behind me right there is devices and sheet masks. It's like, I love them. And going back to consistency, I have been trying to sheet mask every day. Pretty much every day that I can get away with it, which we'll talk about what I use on the everyday side of it. But when I want to do a little more, when I need that glow and that hydration, this is the best sheet mask. And listen, when I bought a bunch of medical grade skincare earlier this year, I did buy some like medical grade sheet masks and they were nice. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I would say any of them are bad. They're so expensive. Like one of them, I tried one box that had 5 masks in it was like $130. This I think is better than those masks. Like, okay, some of the face masks I love in the past, like the Beauty of Joseon Centella Asiatic one I love. It's very calming, it's very soothing, but I don't feel like it's giving you that kind of moisture that you need when you're drier or when your skin's getting more mature. This does. I'm actually going to buy almost everything from this black tea line. I've heard so many good things about it. And if you don't know, I love Korean skincare. It's like a medical grade skincare mixed with Korean skincare is my favorite. This is just something you got to try for yourself to fully appreciate. Again, I'm pretty confident saying this is the best sheet mask I've ever used. But if I'm not using that, I'm using the Lululun Precious Mask. You can buy this. This is a 10 pack, I think. But you can also buy a 30 pack, which once I run out of this, I will. It's designed to be a daily sheet mask. And I believe this is J Beauty, not K Beauty. Did you guys know I lived in Japan for a couple years in my early 20s? Isn't that interesting? My dream, y'all, like I have a lot of dreams in life. One of my short-term dreams is to go to Korea or Japan and just go to the spas, just buy skincare, maybe have some good food, but mostly I just want to go and glow it up. I'm obsessed with this type of stuff. So anyway, all that to say, this is a J Beauty mask and Again, it's, I guess, one of the more popular ones. I'll have to leave below the skinfluencer who got me to buy this because she's actually a really good wealth of information for this kind of stuff. And it's such a beautiful formula. The mask itself, because there's so many in a pack, it's not it's not scratchy or anything. But you know how some of your sheet masks just have a little bit of a nicer texture than others? This is, it's a daily mask. So we're not getting the nicest, most luxurious texture of mask, which isn't a big deal to me, but if it is to you, just know that. But there's so much serum in here, and the formula of the serum is so hydrating, so soothing, so beautiful that, like I said, I'm using something like this every day, but if not that, this or something like this. Like I kind of go back and forth between a more everyday mask to something a little bit more heavy duty. I'm telling you, regular sheet masking, borderline daily, I'm almost about to switch to twice a day, is game changing. Everything I talked to you guys about this video, like I said, it's all about consistency. It's all about putting the time in. They're all things that tiny little changes you'll make every day. Like, you know, when you get in the shower and when you put on your SPF and when you do your skincare, like little things, what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, they all make such a difference. My skin at this point is just so much more, it might have been sensitive this whole time. I just wasn't listening to it or taking that seriously for the longest. But basically, I'm so obsessed with my skin barrier and not irritating my skin. Like for example, if I did this too many days in a row, I might start to feel a little bit of a sting. In the past, I would chase the sting. Like, oh, it means it's working, make it sting more. No. If I feel even a little bit of sensitivity anymore, I shut it down for a few days and I focus on hydration, soothing. Like, I'm so persnickety about that now. If you're in the same boat, you really need to try the Dermatology Soothe and Recovery Cream. First of all, it's 3 ounces, which is a good size for something like this. Put this on at the end of your skincare routine. I don't care what you use that day. I have put this on top of multiple essences and toners and serums and sheet masks and peels and retinol and just anything I have. Put this on top of it to lock it all in. I am trying to tell you, your skin will love it. It's so hydrating and, again, soothing and beautiful. Like, I will never be without this. There are certain products in my skincare arsenal. Like, for example, the Truth Treatment Omega-6 Healing Balm is something I always like to have around because, similar to this, the point of it is to soothe and heal your skin. But this is like a fraction of the price. I wouldn't compare the products. They're very different. I'm just saying that if you're someone who likes to keep a product like this in your rotation, I've just found your new favorite. You're welcome. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you again to Iris Store for sponsoring this video. You have no idea how well needed this device is about to be in my life. Get my hair together, please. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you leave all your comments, fun facts, and suggestions down below. I want to know what beauty routines and habits are working for you, and I'll catch you in the next one.